Hello everybody, this time we're going to be talking about a bunch of mods at once. These improve how the guns look and how combat works. The mods are improved default armory, realistic weapon settings, SpreadFix, WeaponRecoilAuto, Bulletholes, and bullet capsules. If you want even better combat than shown in this video, you can get a mod called Ped Skills, which I'm going to make a video by itself in the future. First, we're going to be talking about the improved default armory. Here's a comparison for the weapon set 1 guns, or just known as the lower tier guns. This doesn't include the Molotov or the melee weapons though. Just keep in mind that the compression is also going to hide a lot of the quality of these textures. The compression as in like the YouTube compression. One feature on this mod that I fucking love is the fact that the silence pistol, it can actually dual wield, which if you don't know, in the default game you can't dual wield silence pistols. But for some reason, the 9mm, which is normally you can have that dual wield, that one isn't dual wielded. For some reason, when you're max stats, you can't dual wield them. It's only one-handed. I'm gonna count this as a fault with the mod, but it could have been intentional since these changes were made with the weapon.dat file. And you literally have to change this text in order for it to be one-handed. If you want it to be two-handed again, open the mod's weapon.dat file. Head to this file, this text, and change it to Colt 45 Pro. And also make sure that this number 17 is actually 34. I didn't notice any other changes besides the texture changes and the silence pistol being two-handed, and obviously the 9mm being one-handed for some reason. So we'll just go on to the realistic weapon settings. A quick list of the best feature this mod provides is you have to shoot and reload manually, which manual shooting works on every gun besides rapid fire guns, which I mean it wouldn't really make sense if it did. It also removes the thing where if you switch weapons, your gun will be reloaded, which is obviously an exploit. You can set a ammo limitation, and you can change pretty much all of this with a .ini file. And on top of all this, it also works with controllers, except when there's auto aim. I want to talk about the faults with the mod real quick, which it works fine. Like there's basically no issues, but there's a few that I want to talk about. If you shoot with the bumpers like L1, the manual shooting thing won't work. But if you shoot with circle, it works. I don't get it. I don't know why it does that, but I'm almost certain that there's a fix to this, but I'm not really sure where that is. But either way, if you're sane, you'll be using the IV control set with G input, so it doesn't happen with that. Other than those really small faults that aren't even that big of a deal, and you probably won't even notice, this mod is pretty essential for me. If you just want the combat of the vanilla game but would have some more thinking and shit involved, this mod is like perfect. The next mods are SpreadFix, Weapon Recoil, Bulletholes, and Bullet Capsules. I'm putting these mods together because they all go together so well, I think they should just always be used together, assuming your computer can handle it. SpreadFix basically makes the shooting in the game a lot more random and realistic. In the normal game, when you shoot, it always goes in the same spot. And while this can create a sort of skill in the game, as in when you're putting a full mag into someone, you can move your camera a specific way to hit every shot. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it's more fun to have it more random and realistic though. I don't really have any faults with the mod. I think this mod is just perfect and fits really well with the game. The next one we're going to be talking about is WeaponRecoilAuto, which adds recoil to the guns. And unlike other recoil mods that I've seen, this one actually tries to make it so once you shoot, it'll move your aim, and then it'll try to gradually go back to the original location of the shot. In my opinion, this makes it a lot less random, so it works really well with the SpreadFix mod. At least that's how I feel about it. If you want to turn that shit off, you can disable it in the very configurable .ini. This mod has different recoil values for each weapon, so each weapon could have a sort of learning curve to it, which could work well if you don't use the SpreadFix mod. A full list of the features will be on their mod pages along with every other mods in this video and series. If you're using a controller and you use auto aim, the recoil mod just won't work. And since there's no recoil and it's auto aim, it's basically you aim and then you shoot and then the person you're aiming at dies. Which this is obviously in like every GTA game, every 3D one. But I never play with auto aim. I hate auto aim. I think it's retarded. But thankfully with G input you can disable auto aim. All you have to do is open up the G input sa.ini file and set the free aim to 1. My thoughts are that you should always have this mod. If you prefer a more skill intensive combat style, then use this and keep it so when you shoot, it returns back. And if you just prefer a more random and text comment style, use this and disable that, as well as use the SpreadFix mod. Now we can talk about the bullet holes and bullet capsules mod. Both mods show different textures and stuff depending on what it is. With the bullet holes mod, as you can see here, when I shoot the wall, it's a different texture to when I'm shooting this RV. So that's about it for the bullet holes mod. I mean, it's a really well made mod and is also really configurable. It doesn't really affect my FPS, but if it does for you, you can limit some things. The bullet capsules mod is, as you can see, the shells of the bullets and shit fly around when you shoot, which the shells and stuff change depending on the gun. I don't really have any faults with this mod. I mean, everything about this mod is pretty nice. If you have a lower end computer, you may not want to combine this mod with the bullet holes mod, which in my opinion, I would rather have the bullet holes mod than this, but it's up to you. And that's pretty much it. The credits will be on screen as well as at the beginning. All the mod links will be in the description, and I'll probably include a .zip file that includes all fixed configurable files as well as the G input file. So if you want to get all the mods in one little package with proper shit, then there you go.